Hi everyone, welcome to Mindset Mondays. I am Jen Pike, your host of Simplicity TV and the founder of the Simplicity Project. I wanted to talk to you today for our quick little inspiration, not so much about something that you are doing in your day necessarily that's affecting you, but maybe something you're doing in your day that's affecting the other people around you. I know, and I get this because my journey is 21 years in action right now, that when we are often embarking on a new adventure of health, we are changing the way that we're eating. We are changing the places that we choose to eat out at, what we're grocery shopping, the products that we're putting on our body. That in the beginning it's scary and we're slightly trepidatious and we ask a lot of guidance from our mentors and people around us who are already on that path. But then we get to a certain point where we start to become a bit of a know-it-all, or we start to, without recognizing it, judge what other people are buying, are purchasing, are using on their bodies, are feeding to their children. And I've been seeing a lot lately in social media and just hearing in conversations, I don't know if gossip is the word, but just like this nattering and chatting and kind of shaming and talking about, oh, what so-and-so is having or what so-and-so is doing. And I would just encourage you to stop. Couple of things here. Number one, what someone else consumes or buys or does doesn't actually affect you in your life in any day in any which way and form, okay? The second is that you used to be there. I used to be purchasing those types of things and eating that and doing those things and having those habits because at the time I thought that they were what was serving me best. I didn't know any better. I didn't know any different. And thank goodness I had the positive people in my life that started to teach me and lead me. I didn't allow myself to get pulled towards the negative people that were either judging what I was doing or making me feel bad about what I was doing. I started to lean towards the left. I started to lean towards, the opposite of that, to people who were like, that's amazing that you're making that change. And hey, did you know about this? And there's a different way to be supportive and to be happy and to be, in gratitude of the changes that you're creating in your own life without making someone else feel smaller or lesser than because they're not with you on that path just yet. And maybe they never will be, and that's okay. Save up your energy for helping to support and to lift other people, not to take them down, not to, focus on the things that they're not accomplishing. I'll leave you with this last little bit. I remember when I was about 5 years into consulting, and I had this one client, and she came in and right off the bat from the surface, there was just a lot of things that I could see were contributing to why she wasn't feeling good. And so I went away from the session. I put together what I thought was this fantastic plan. We came back for our second session and I started to deliver her this plan. And I was telling her all the things I wanted her to change and I wanted her to do. And I could just sense that energetically we were not on the same page. I could tell she was getting irritated. And at first I thought, well, she's getting mad because these are things I'm telling her she has to change in her life, and that can be hard. And she put her hands on the table and she literally lunged across the table at me and was venomous, so mad at me and said, all you have done for the last 20 minutes is told me everything I'm doing wrong, all the things that I haven't figured out yet. And she said, you didn't mention one good thing that I do. You didn't congratulate me that I drink water. You didn't tell me that it's, even say congratulations for showing up and being here at this session today. And I just sat back and I didn't even know how to respond other than say, I'm sorry. And we went away from that session. Needless to say, I never saw her again until I reached out to her after I had time to do my own reflection and sit there and think, wow, how frigging rude and ignorant and inconsiderate was that of me? Because she's right. All I did was focus on what she wasn't doing yet. And it was a massive aha moment for me, and it completely changed the entire trajectory of how I teach my seminars, of how I coach with my clients, of how I interact with anybody about what it is that they're doing. And because at the end of the day, what she was doing didn't impact my life, but the way that I approached her about what she's doing completely impacted hers. And I had to go back and right that wrong. And so maybe there's somebody in your life today that you have put too much pressure on, not said the right thing. Is it support that you're providing or is it negativity you're providing? So maybe just come away from this and just think to yourself, who is there in my life that really needs support, that needs to make the healthy changes? But am I nagging on them? Am I pestering on them? Am I constantly micromanaging everything they're eating and doing and all of that? Because you're not helping them if that's your energy that you're putting out there. So take a moment, take a breath, and maybe think about how you can shift that today. We're all looking for more simplicity and more ease. We're all looking for more health. And I'm going to tell you that when you provide someone extra hugs and loves and high fives instead of the shoulds and the shouldn'ts, it can completely change the trajectory of where they're gonna go and how you're gonna feel. Have a fantastic day, everyone.